Have you ever wondered about the origins and evolution of the Israel-Palestine conflict? A long-standing dispute, this conflict has shaped the course of history in the Middle East and continues to have global implications. In order to understand this complex issue, we must journey back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The seeds of the conflict were sown with the rise of nationalist movements among Jews and Arabs. The Balfour Declaration of 1917, which supported the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine, escalated tensions and led to violence. This was further complicated by the Arab Revolt in the 1930s, which was suppressed by the British authorities. Fast forward to the aftermath of World War I, the Mandate for Palestine was established, which included an obligation to create a national home for the Jewish people. This led to sectarian conflict between Jews and Arabs, culminating in the 1947 to 1949 Palestine War, following the failure to implement the 1947 United Nations Partition Plan for Palestine. The current status quo began with the Israeli military occupation of the West Bank and Gaza in the Six-Day War of 1967. Despite progress towards a two-state solution with the Oslo Accords of 1993 to 1995, final status issues such as Jerusalem, settlements, borders, and security remain unresolved. The conflict has resulted in a tragic loss of life on both sides, including civilians. It has also created divisions within Israeli and Palestinian societies, as exemplified by the conflicts between Fatah and Hamas. The Israeli-Palestinian peace process, along with efforts to address the broader Arab-Israeli conflict, have been ongoing, often mediated by the Quartet on the Middle East, comprising the United Nations, the United States, the European Union, and Russia. However, the recent potential return to power of Benjamin Netanyahu, a figure who has long opposed the establishment of a Palestinian state, has stirred concerns among Palestinians and raised fears of escalated conflict. In contrast, Jordan's King Abdullah II, whose nation has been the custodian of Jerusalem's holy sites since 1924, warns of crossing red lines in Jerusalem and emphasizes the need for regional integration and economic dependency in moving beyond political problems. To summarize, the Israel-Palestine conflict is a deeply rooted issue with a complex history. It began with the emergence of nationalist movements in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, escalated with the Balfour Declaration, and further intensified with the establishment of the Mandate for Palestine. The conflict continues today, with unresolved final status issues and internal divisions within both Israeli and Palestinian societies. The potential return to power of Netanyahu raises concerns of further escalation, while calls for respect of red lines and a focus on regional integration and economic dependency from Jordan's King Abdullah II provide potential pathways for dialogue and peace. The path to resolving this conflict is far from straightforward, and the ultimate solution remains elusive. Yet understanding the history and evolution of the Israel-Palestine conflict is an essential step in fostering dialogue, promoting peace, and working towards a more secure and stable future for all involved.